Hey Simmers, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Simplycoya, and if you are new, thank you so much for choosing my video to watch today. I am so excited to finally be doing another one of these videos again. So I'm doing the Townie refresh on the Landgraab family, and I can't believe it's been like a really long time since I've done my last Townie refresh. So I'm super excited to be doing this. I've been really excited for dabbling into this family and giving them a much needed makeover because yeah, they weren't looking so great. I mean, Geoffrey looks like what I would kind of expect him to look like, especially as like a base game character, but I definitely wanted to give him, like, I know he's an elder, but I feel like he's not like the way that they had him looking, he didn't look super elderly, like he was in his 80s or something, but I do think he's probably, you know, like late 50s kind of vibes. So, or I don't know. What am I saying? I have no idea. But anyways, I wanted to give him like a better look. I wanted him to look like he's getting into that grayer stage of life. Like, you know, he's got the wrinkles, he's got the forehead wrinkles, like the neck and different little details, but I still feel like he looks good. So I play around with his look quite a bit. Like I go back and forth. So this isn't the look that I land on, but I definitely wanted to give him something, you know, that made him look a little bit more attractive. I feel like Nancy would want someone with just a little bit more, you know, a little bit more of a looker, if you will. And Geoffrey just was not that guy. And now I think he definitely has a much nicer look about him. I gave him a nice little put together outfit. I really like these tan pants on him. I think the lighter kind of tones look really good on him. I had a little difficulty with the top because, like, I don't think he's the most stylish guy. Definitely not. But I also didn't want him to look, like, super frumpy. But, like, the little Gucci sweaters that I was trying for him and different things like that, they were a little bit too young for him, in my opinion. I just wasn't really vibing with that. But I don't make elderly Sims quite as often, so I do kind of struggle a bit with them. I changed up his hair and like his beard. I felt like things just weren't, like, tonally, they weren't really working for me. And then I realized that this hair swatch had like a brownish kind of gray look to it. And I like this color a lot more than what was going on. I really don't like the yellow blonde that comes in this game. I don't know. I think it looks really bad. It like just looks like a glob of mustard or something. I don't know. I don't really like it. So I definitely want to change that up. And I kind of like this hair color on him a little bit better. So again, like I do with most of my Townie refreshes, I take a bit of liberties. I didn't change anything about his face, actually. Like I didn't adjust his lips or his eyes. Like I didn't do anything like that. I kind of wanted to keep it a little bit simple in terms of doing that. But with Nancy, I took way more liberties with her. Okay. I wanted her to look like Beverly Hills housewife type energy, okay? Like, she's got the filler, she's gotten some work done, she's holding on to that youth. I manipulated her nose a little bit. Like, I felt like, oh, maybe she's got a couple of nose jobs. I mean, honestly, even though she's a business mogul, like, based on her character or like her backstory in the other Sims games, like, she's definitely like a boss type of lady. But I also think like she's a boss lady who wants to still look young and fabulous. Like that was kind of the vibes I was getting. So this overlay that I decide to use for her, it wipes away any sense of age. It's basically one of those overlays where, yeah, it's just like you could literally be an elder Sim and still look like a young little baddie. But I had to go in, and this is the part that I end up having a lot of trouble with, is because I can't ever find like my wrinkle overlays, or they just don't work on certain skins. So it's really difficult. So I play around. Like her skin details take the longest out of obviously Malcom and Geoffrey. Like I struggled because I still wanted her to look mature, but I didn't want her to look old. So I definitely think once I added the under eye bags, I added like an eyelid overlay that I felt like it just gave her face just a little bit more maturity and age, but not in like a Sims 4 kind of way where it's like you look like an adult and then you just look like you're 100. Like, I don't know. I don't like how Sims age in this game. It's just like such a drastic shift to me. Even in adult age, they already look like really like late adult, not even like, you could be 30 one day and the next day you look 60 in this game. I don't know. Comment down below and let me know if you kind of feel the same way about it. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I manipulated a lot about her. I still feel like, you know, she's definitely going for the looks. She wants to just look elevated and classy and gorgeous, and that's her thing. So I definitely wanted that for her. I also tried a little bit with like hairstyles, but she was just giving me Bob energy. She's definitely giving me Bob energy. She's got that just very sharp, fierce cut, and I don't know. I really like the way she came out, because I definitely think that I was able to maintain like her age in a nice way, but she still just looks very done up. She still looks very good. So I'm really happy with the way that she turned out. Going on to her outfits was another thing that I was kind of debating, like, how is she gonna dress? She's definitely wearing designer. Her makeup is definitely like subtle, but it's there. So even with like her eye makeup, I didn't go too crazy. I don't know why in this game, when they created these like base game Sims, why their makeup and everything was just atrocious, just awful. Like, there's no way around it. It just looked so bad. But I was really feeling very peachy for her. I feel like the peach tones really just complement her skin tone, so I went for those colors. And then her outfits, again, like I mentioned, it was just a bit of a struggle. I knew I wanted her to be very elevated, kind of classy. She's definitely in designer type vibes, but I couldn't quite figure it out. So I put together pieces that I felt looked really like what an older like boss lady would wear. But I don't know, I still wanted to look good. So I try out a couple of different tops. I land on one that kind of shows a little bit of cleave, you know, she's got a little bit of boob energy going, but not too crazy. So I'm glad I added like the overlay mask on her boobs that just kind of like she got her boobs done. Like, when I turn her to the side, those things are sitting to her chin, okay? Like, look, those things are high, okay? So there's no doubt about it. But I still wanted her to look very classy. Like, I didn't even like manipulate her body, because I don't really feel like when I watch the housewives and stuff, I don't get that vibe that they're like over here getting BBLs and stuff, okay? Maybe a few, maybe some of the younger ones, I don't know. But she's definitely given me, like, she's been on Beverly Hills Housewives for like 10 seasons. Like, she just thinks she runs this whole thing. Like, this would be the Real Housewives of Oasis Springs. Like, Nancy Landgraab is that bitch, okay? So I added the Birkin bag. Her ring is massive. Like, she is not to be messed with, and I think that she embodies all of that. So when I finally decided to get to Malcom, he gives me like just pretentious teenage, like, you know, he grew up with money, he grew up with this life, so he just, you know, nose in the air, snobby little boy. I don't know. I didn't even actually look at his traits when I thought about it. But yeah, it seems like he's evil. Oh yeah, he's evil and a snob. Oh my goodness, 100%. I was definitely getting snobby. Like, he plays lacrosse. He's on the swim team. Like, he's playing all the sports. He's getting all the girls. He's like a total jock kind of a-hole kind of guy. I don't know. And maybe that's not the right, you know, kind of thing for him, but that's what I was feeling when I was giving him his makeover. So I definitely went, like, the hair really brought it all together for me. Like, he already had a really good frame. I definitely think he looks a lot like Nancy. Like, he has her face structure and everything, like the jawline, all of it. He's got it, okay? So I definitely went in with that and like really just accentuated. Like, I didn't want his hair to be too long so you could see the jawline. I thought about giving him facial hair, but he is a teenager, so you know, he might have a little stubble, but I don't have anything like that. So I kept him as is with the little baby face, but I feel like this is the most pretentious hair that I could find for like his current state, like his current look. But I absolutely love it. I love the way that he turned out. I think the look is right. He's definitely got like a nice fit. I wasn't sure about the clothes. Like, that's the one thing when it comes to my male Sims, I'm not really good with the clothes. So comment down below, let me know what you think about everyone's look, especially the male Sims. They're the ones I struggle with the most. Like, with the girls, I already know what I want to do. bad bitches in the building, like, let's go. Like, that's my forte. But I could not figure out the guys. Like, their clothing is what I struggle with the most. I think I can get the other stuff down, but the rest is a little difficult. So I went with this, with like a sweater and some Balenciagas, and I felt like, all right, you know, sure, maybe he would wear this. I don't know. What do rich kids wear? I don't know. But this is kind of what I came up with. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Let me know what you think of bringing back Townie refreshes. Do you want to see more of these? Let me know your feedback. I always love it. But yeah, let me know what you think of the makeovers, and I will see you all in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.